welcome to March 2025. It's time for our tarot energy update. I've been doing this now for, I think it might be 5 or 6 years. Amazing, actually. I was looking back on YouTube and wow, look at this. There's loads of them. As is my practice, we're going to take 4 cards to help us navigate through the month ahead. And it seems that this month is actually sort of closing down a bit of an energy period. We've had a nice following through of an energetic progression over the last few months, and it seems that this month we come to the zenith of that. The first card I always draw is what is the overarching energy of the month ahead, and here we have the World card, which is why I'm saying that this is probably the close of this energy cycle, because the World talks about everything coming full circle and everything coming to fruition in a really good and successful way. So congratulations, we've got to a point. Now, if you've been having a bit of a tough time, perhaps you may well be saying to me, hey Janis, but I don't see it. But perhaps you will in the month ahead. Perhaps what you'll see is some success from what you've been doing in the previous few months. This feels like a playing out. So something is going to play out. Something is going to come full circle and show itself to be successful. It's telling us that something has worked here. So even if right at this moment you can't see that, I think you should really pay attention and look for it this month, because this month will be successful in whatever it is you're trying to do. You've got a really good, strong, positive energy from which to work. So all of the work that it's been saying we've been doing, and I hope you've been playing along, kiddies, and following the instructions, because we've had an instruction manual, haven't we, as we've come through the last 3 or 4 months. And what it's saying is, if you followed that instruction, we've got the payback this month. We've got the payoff, and that's fantastic. And this is going to be I think, a good month. And it's not often I get to say that. So how can we move into this in the most positive way? What can we embrace in this month which will guide us through correctly so we can make the best of that World card? Well, we have the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is telling us that we need to be firmly in control, both of ourselves and of whatever is going on around us. So our emotional state should not dictate the way. So whatever your emotions are doing, you need to just put them on hold for now. As you can see in the Emperor card, we've got the Hydro Dam. We don't have a person in play in the Life Code deck. It's talking about a boundary of some sort, a boundary and structure. And as we can see, the Hydro Dam restricts the flow of emotion. It's telling you to get hold of that and control it. And you're controlling it not because you want to be controlling or because you want to be negative or anything like that. You're controlling it because you want to get the job done. You want to get whatever it is done, and you do that by not letting your own emotional state, or in fact the emotional states of others, play a deciding part in what needs to happen. That's not so easy, is it? None of us find that easy. Just going, right, that's it, this is what's going to happen, and we're just going to jolly well get on and do it. We're not very good at doing that, are we? We tend to be best at doing that when we're sort of putting ourselves second. But actually, I think in this instance, that's not what it's talking about. It's talking about actually deciding what is best for us and not allowing our emotions to hold sway. Very important that we are self-disciplined and we create the structure within things that we actually need to in order to move forward. So what will challenge the Emperor? What should we not do? What will not help us? Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is playing it quite safe, isn't it? We can see there's an actual safe on the card. Playing it safe and maintaining the status quo are at the heart of the Four of Pentacles. It's a very conservative card. It doesn't allow for anything amazing. It doesn't allow for any risk. It just wants to just keep things as they are and not rock the boat at all. And I think maybe that's what this Emperor is talking about, because there is no doubt that the Four of Pentacles is the way it is because of an emotional position. And that emotional position is often fear. It's clinging on to what we know. It's wanting to stay safe, right? Which is why it's very small. That isn't going to help us this month. Playing safe is not going to help us. Keeping the things the way they are is not going to help us, right? We have to decide what we want and stand by that and be quite stern in the execution of that. Whatever this outcome is, this successful month that we're going to have, we've got to act as the CEO in the name of that and not try and just leave things as they are in some way, because that's not in the right energy. The energy of this month is everything coming to fruition, right? Which is really awesome. So let's not try and keep things the same, because the other thing about the World card is that it's the ending of a phase, and it will require us to take some kind of a leap of faith on the other side. I should be very interested to see what happens in April. So we can't keep things the same. Something is either ending or completing or something, in a good way, right? Really good way. But we have to lean into that. It's the ending of a phase, but not like death is the ending of a phase. It's something coming to completion. Okay, so what is the message from Spirit? And we have the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is where we are sacrificing the way we're thinking in order for new perspectives to come in. So it's telling us, just wait. Just wait. You'll see things differently. You need to just let go of what you think it should be, or what you're doing, or whatever it is. Just wait now, and you're gonna get a different point of view. Now that leans in perfectly, doesn't it, to this card of the Four of Pentacles, which we're being told won't help, because what we think is we need to keep things safe, we need to keep things the same, we need to play it safe. And so the Hanged Man is saying, nope, whatever your thinking is around that, that's not going to help you much, is it? So what you have to do is you have to allow for the possibility that things are going to change. Some things are going to change, that's for sure. A new phase is going to begin perhaps next month. So we have to be patient, let the month play out, and let us see what the month has to offer, because we're not there yet, are we? It's called the Hanged Man because the Hanged Man is often turned upside down and hung. He puts himself in suspension so he can see things upside down. And we can see on this card, it's a very meditative card, so it is allowing everything so we can gain new perspectives. So we meditate and we allow, and then we gain a new enlightened way of seeing something, or things do turn on their head. Everything changes and we see things differently from a different perspective, and so therefore everything looks different. Through patience, everything changes and everything turns around. And the world is also a turning. So we have both ends of this reading. We have a cycle, don't we? We have a turning of something which takes us from one place to another place, and things will look, I think, quite different at the end of the month to the beginning of the month. So if you feel this month that you're not taking any risks, you're going to just kind of batten down the hatches and just play the game as it's played, I think that's probably a mistake. And I think you need to allow for the possibility that actually something different could come out of this month than perhaps you were expecting. And that actually what you have perhaps been working for, or what you want to happen, may well come to fruition in some way. Quite an interesting reading, I think. I'll be fascinated to see what happens at the end of the month as we come into April, to see where we are, and I'll refer back to it then so we can follow it through and see quite genuinely what's happening. And for us, it's an interesting time because it is very much the end of cycle. We moved out of our cottage, literally. Now I am, as I record this, surrounded by boxes. So I'm very heartened by this reading, that everything is coming full circle and that the month will be a successful month. And so that's really nice. So if you're also in the midst of something, hopefully what will happen for you this month is you'll see it play out in a way which actually takes you to somewhere a bit new or different, or you'll see things differently. There'll be a shift, I suppose, is what I'm looking to say here. There's going to be a shift of some sort this month, and it will be a good shift, not a negative one. So don't be afraid, don't cling on, don't try and control your circumstances, control yourself. Don't allow emotion to get in the way and short circuit the system. There we are. So this is my reading for you this month. I'll be particularly and personally very interested to see how this plays out and how this world card informs the month and how successful this month actually is. I'll check in with you later on. So I'm going to be going live on YouTube doing readings and talking about card meanings and how you apply them in readings. I'm going to be doing that once a week on a Tuesday for 6 weeks, starting this coming Tuesday. So do tune in for that. If you subscribe to the channel, you should get an alert. So please do subscribe, and please do tell me how you feel this reading resonates for you and what your relationship is. Now, obviously, these are very general readings, aren't they? They are an overarching energy that we're all going to be moving through. So the context of these readings will change depending on your circumstance. So they are, they are deliberately broad. If you feel you need something a bit more detailed or you'd like personal guidance, then an individual reading is the way to go. But as a general overarching guidance, they're really interesting and I think quite useful. So I'm going to love you and leave you there. As I said, like and subscribe. Do please do that. Do please leave me a message, and I will definitely see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, thank you for watching our video. If you're interested in the world of tarot and would like to explore further and would like to know how to bring tarot to life so that it makes sense in the real world, I'd like to invite you to explore the Tarot Tribe. The Tarot Tribe is my personal membership, and inside you'll find a community of tarot students just like you, lots of bite-sized mini courses, a new one every month, and new spreads, demo videos, a clinic with me every month, and also discounts on readings with me once a quarter. So if you'd like to explore that, I would love to see you on the inside. Here's the link. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye for now.